Hi everyone, it's great to have your company today. I'm Kirk, the product manager for transportation solutions at Axiomtek. In today's webinar, we'll talk about intelligent surveillance solution for transportation. Intelligent vehicles. Camera is getting to replace people's eyes from everything, to use it in a professional way in vehicles. Obviously, the level can be up from the automatic to autonomy, for example. There's no the most intelligent vehicle in the world, but there is always the more intelligent vehicle than the most intelligent vehicle by improving the following 5C1S. Starting from controls. Control can simply apply to the all sensors, meters, devices, camera, LiDAR, radar, etc. Connectivity means over the I/O interface and connection including the Ethernet, USB, serial, and portable converter like USB to serial. Computing consists of all central and sub-processing units, including the MCU, CPU, graphic engines, ECU, VCU, and so on. Communications divided into wire and wireless. Ethernet, serial, MBB, WBB, CAN bus implies the wire connection. For the wireless, it includes cellular, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, etc. Then the certifications. Certification can mean a lot of quality standard. It can be also a worldwide regulations and legislations. For the software, it can be from the it can operate from the bottom, like firmware, driver, up to the apps, OS, analytics, and so. Axiomtek has been making a part of it, and will dedicate ourselves to make the vehicle more intelligent. Intelligent surveillance. Surveillance is no longer the only recording purpose we know a couple of years ago. Otherwise, nowadays, it involves more real-time analytic behavior now, including detection, monitoring, and counting. For example, object tracking. It's easy to track the object from one to another during a movement. Thermal detection in the period of COVID-19 epidemic. So when you get an entrance, you will always be measured by your body temperature. Drowsy driving, that is to monitor the driver's condition to prevent the safety issues during a journey. Temper protections, that is with related technology upon the video, image captured by the camera. Let's say repeat blockchain is an example. Passenger counting, seat occupancy are part of the crowd analysis. Passenger counting, when the data collect with IoT technology integrations, that can inform the passenger in the next stop and let them decide to get on the train or not. The seat occupancy, that is to inform the passengers where you can have the seat on them. However, more and more real-time application will come to us. So Axiomtek offering will also tend to be an important element to support more and more real-time applications. Axiomtek has been in the transportation market for more than 10 years. So there's lots of proven breakers and scenarios we know in the world. Starting from in vehicles. So people usually deploy a UST 510 in moving vehicles. That is to connect to the camera, also inbuilt accelerometers, also GPS module inside. When they get data collected by these modules, they can offload the data to the cloud via cellular, Wi-Fi, when the vehicle moves to the depot. For the rolling stock, people usually select TBox 500 to connect with the camera via Ethernet switch. There's also a case that the partner select a monitor to be installed in the driver room as a driver assistant display, like the example here. For the product portfolio, let's start with TBox Series. TBox Series is generally positioned for the rolling stock in the real market segmentation, with completely EM5155 certifications and wide range power DC input from 24 up to 110. The rich communication I/O, connectivity I/Os in the front, including the remote power switch, Ethernet for maintenance console, and DVI for display, and USB and audios. And there are two SSD racks in front of the system with secure lock. On the other side, there are two VAM windows open. That is for Axiomtek self-defined VAM modules. What can people benefit from TBox 500? The first one, versatility. By different type of VAM module installations, our partner can ensure the time to demand. The second, type approval. TBox is robust and completely certified in the 5155 for the rail, E-Mark for the road, also IEC 16945 for the marine. Type approval can imply a quality standard. With this certification on it, getting on the system, we can ensure the qualification time savvy. Modularizations. One story in the past, our partner really complements that TBox and its VAM modules. With these combinations, they can well control and monitor their low stock value and items. Next one is TBox 300. TBox 300 is a broader model of TBox 500 with additional 2 SSD rack plus rack function 0, 1, and 10. Also on the other side, there's one VM window open for installations. How can people get benefit by TBox 300? Same. Versatility by different type of VM module installations, so people can ensure time to market, time to demand. Type approval like TBox 500. This is certified rail grade EM5155, road grade E-Mark, also marine grade IEC 6945. The most important is rate function. This is with additional rate hardware chip in the system. That with the hardware rate chip on board, it does not steal any computing power from the CPU and make the CPU less impact. VAM module. As mentioned, VAM is Axiomtek self-defined modules. So from the first layer, you can see this. There are isolated serial port, isolated CAN bus, isolated digital input/output, also a mini PCI card slot expansion with SIM card. For the second layer, we can also find out there are 4 gigabit Ethernet output upon the VAM modules, with or without PoE. The form factor can range from RJ45 M12, A-code, D-code, and even X-code. Of course, we never forget how important AI is in the market now. So, in the near future, there will be a new VLM module rolling out to the market that is capable of additional graphic engine add-on. Next is UST series. UST series is mainly positioned for the in-vehicle in-road market certifications with complete E-Mark certification or ISO 7637-2 compliance plus ACC ignition supported. UST 510 is a perfect fit for in-vehicle NVR. There are lots of I/O in front, including USB, RJ45 gigabit Ethernet, and 2 HDMI with screw hold. Also, we preserve the wire keyhole in the front above the line in and line out. The reason we preserve the keyhole is to ensure the cable connection. Since in the vehicle environment, this is more shock and vibrational, so that every I/O we have to ensure its connection. On the other side, there are digital I/Os and serial port and 8-port RJ45 PoE port. There is also a 2 expansion window that can easily to do the customization quickly and sufficiently. Also, a little bit cost saving. The reason for the cost saving is in the past, we may have to make the whole plate as soon as we need additional I/O. But now, we only have to take the advantage of the small plate of the expansion window to make the I/O out from the system. What can people get benefit from the UST 510? High computing power. Since the system supports Core i series up to TDP 65 watts processors, so you can get the result output quickly. Scalability. So in the following now, we have 8-port PoE port model. Afterward, we will extend to the 16-port. So as soon as our partner or the customers approve the 8-port ones, then it's easily to get the advanced version 16 ports approval too. Quick setup. We integrate our ignition utility, also power management system in the BIOS manual. So there's no additional tool or utility that has to be installed in the systems. So when it's set up, people can use the BIOS manual to do the whole setting in one time. Next is UST 500. UST 500 is a vehicle NVR featuring with rich I/O as well, including USB 3 and triple display by VGA, DVI-D, and HDMI. There's also a buy-in 9-out and wire keyhole reserved on top of it. That is to ensure the connections. This system also supports from 2 to 4 SSD rate. On the other side, there are digital I/Os, antenna holes, and 9 to 36 power input with ignition. The most important is from 8 to 16 port RJ45 PoE reserve in the system. In addition, the system can be a hybrid version with 8-port RJ45 PoE plus 8-port M12 PoE. What can people benefit from the system? Same high computing power that can get the quick result output from system since it supports Core i series CPU from 35 up to 65 TDP watts. Scalability, since the model is featuring from 8-port PoE to 16-port PoE. So as long as a partner get approval of the 8-port PoE. Then next, there's no problem to get the 6 additional 8-port PoE, the totally 16-port PoE approval as well. One story in the past, our partner found out they have to install a fan on top of a system. That's from one of our competitors. But with the USD 500 deployed, the customer get a smile on the face since he didn't have to install the fan on top of the competitor system. Next is USD 210. USD 210 is famous by its various mounting ways, including desktop, thin rail, and wall mounting. There are 4-port gigabit Ethernet optional with PoE Plus in the front. Also, it supports CAN pass, USB 3, also remote power switch installation. The HDMI, we also keep the screw hole aside. That is to ensure the connection. It also supports programmable digital I/O, so you can also set up in the BIOS menu together with the ignition settings as well as the PoE. What can people benefit from this system? As mentioned, flexible mounting, so it fits to anywhere in the cabinet in a moving vehicle. The lightweight, it saves the transportation cost. Also, it helps the engineer to do the on-site, field site installation. Quick setup, as said, we integrate several settings in the BIOS menu. So there's no additional utility or tool to be installed in the system. Next is accessory. We are application oriented. So we design and manufacture the modules and the kit by ourselves, like a accelerometer, like RTC Supercap. RTC Supercap is a full-size mini PCIe module that supports additional 72 hours RTC operation. It also supports wide temperature, also fast charging. In 15 minutes, that can refill over 95% capacity. Anti-vibration kit that can help the system to prevent the shock and vibration resistance. Here brought you the sum up of Axiomtek offerings. We start from an edge computing platform with totally certification certified for compliance. The feature IOs including mini PCIe, VAM, also the anti-vibration kit. We also develop value add-on middleware, including ignition, PoE management, also digital input-output tool. We also provide an API that can help our partner to do the remote management, utility, and integration. In a further way, our partner can do the optimization over the year. Above all, today's webinar. Thank you for your watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.